Off a turn for the odd-colored tire. Yes, sir, that's where we like the fire. Green's waving. Chris Snyder going to lead the stampede, but you got him 3 wide. A pair of TCE cars down the back straightaway with the National Dirt Late Model Hall of Famer Jeff Ikey. 2, 3, 4, 3 wide for the number 2 spot. Chris Snyder trying to run it high as we work him off into the first set of turns. The Snyder Auto Glass car number 32, your race leader. Ikey up into the number 2 spot. Ryan Doom sits in the 3rd position, and he'll look to the inside. Couple of Rage cars there in 3rd and 4th spot, now up into 2nd and 4th. Chris Snyder, still your race leader. It's Ryan Doom, Jeff Ikey, JD Oranger, Drew Jansen, your top 5. 2 laps scored this time by 38 to go. We'll be at the Dubuque County Fairgrounds Speedway Wednesday night. The Sprint Invaders, the Modifieds, and the Sport Mods. Thursday night, the Macokota Speedway. We get set to go back into the green. Chris Snyder on the hammer. Chris Snyder on the giddy-up good run down the back straightaway for the 32 car. 3-car battle for the number 2 spot. Doom holding on to it. Jeff Ikey to the top side. Drew Jansen poking the rear tail of the 21T of Ryan Doom. Here comes Larson. Bone Larson, the C&W Trucking Bader Construction car number B1, your defending IMCA National Champion. Boogie down the back straightaway. He'll look to the outside of the 12T of JD Oranger. Down into 3 and 4 this time by. We're onto the caution again. Stampede down the back straightaway. Snyder leads. Doom to the bottom side. Jeff Ikey to the top side. Not a great corner for the 32 of Snyder. He'll give up a little bit of real estate. Ikey with a big run down the top side. Off a turn 2. Here comes the Jaws music. Cue it up. The National Dirt Late Model Hall of Famer moving and grooving to the top side of the Simons Trucking sponsored car number 77. Off a turn 4. Chris Snyder still leading. Doom on the inside, your top 3. Starting to get hairy, and here comes Larson. Snyder, Ikey, Doom, Larson, Oranger. That's your top 5. We'll come to the stripe this time by. Off of turn 2, you got a new race leader. Ikey showing the way down the back straightaway. Good battle for the number 2 spot. Snyder holds on to it, but Doom putting the heavy pressure on. Trail breaking the hell out of that old range chassis. Larson to the top side as we boogie down the back straightaway. Left rear rotor just a glowing on the 21T. As we roll them up off of turn 4, Ikey's gonna lead. Jeff Ikey out front, picking him up, putting him down. Snyder still hanging on to the number 2 spot. I think the 21T's got a break hanging up. That thing is on orange. Well, it'll stop glowing when it comes apart, I'm sure of it. Down the back straightaway. Larson to the back bumper of Snyder, looking for the number 2 spot. Off a turn number 4. High, wide, and handsome. Up into the number 2 spot, it's Bone Larson. Ikey, Larson, Snyder, Doom, Jansen. That's your top 5 cars. Oranger, Maitland, Chip, Dirks, and the 12X of Corey Drips round out your top 10 cars. Race leader going to look to lap traffic as he works off of turn 2. It's Jeff Ikey still holding down the top position of 77. Out of Cedar Falls, Iowa, your race leader. He'll look to the outside of the 98 of Jacob Snyder. First on the hit list. He'll give it up smooth down the front straightaway. Larson second, Doom third. Fourth for 127 of Jansen. Fifth for 32 of Chris Snyder. Battle on the Speedway right there for the number 4 spot. Jansen holding it over the 32 of Chris Snyder. Layover flag on the Speedway. There's a race going on you're not a part of. Ikey and Larson the top 2. And it'll be Doom, Jansen, and Snyder. 3, 4, and 5 on the Speedway. Ryan Maitland moving up now. He'll look to the inside of the 32 of Snyder for the number 5 spot as we pick our way through lap traffic. Ikey on the high line. He'll roll around a couple of lap cars down the back straightaway. Clear sailing in front of your race leader. Larson with 3 in front of him. That separates your top 2 cars as we roll them up off of turn number 4. Ikey, Larson, Doom, Jansen, Maitland. That's your top 5. Rolling down into 3 and 4. Larson going to slide around to the inside of the final lap car that separates he and Jeff Ikey off of turn 4 this time by your race leader, picking him up, putting him down. Ikey, Larson, Doom still 3rd, Jansen's 4th, 5th belongs to 4, Ryan Maitland. Oranger sits in the 6th spot, Spencer Dirks up in battling now for the 7th position with Chris Snyder in the 32. Brennan Chip, Corey Drips, Josh Roney rounds out your top 10 cars. Picking our way through the lap traffic, your top 3 cars clear sailing for just a moment. Further back, Ryan Maitland with his hands full. Ed Thomas and Keith Pittman right there as he works in between a couple of them. J.D. Oranger, Spencer Dirks, that's 5th and 6th on the Speedway. Working down into 3 and 4. Your top 3 clean sailing. Jansen now with a good look out front. Nothing but air cleaner in front of him as your top 4 cars. It's Ikey, Larson, Doom, and the 127 of Jansen clear sailing and separated. Top 5 stretched out. 6 belongs to the 12T of J.D. Oranger. 7, 29 of Spencer Dirks. 8, the 32 of Chris Snyder. 9th is Corey Drips. 10th is the 21 of Brennan Chip as we bring them down Main Street. Your top 5 cars all working down the back straightaway. Spaced out quite a bit. Ikey, Larson, Doom, Jansen, Maitland. That's your top 5. Ikey still picking his way through the lap cars. Your race leader working off at turn number 2. Nearly a straightaway advantage over the B1 of Bone Larson. Larson Ryan second, Doom third to the 21T, fourth to the 127 is Drew Jansen. That position about to be contested. Ryan Maitland saddles up at the fifth spot in car number 4. Layover flag on the Speedway once again. Lap cars in front of your race leader. Ikey to the outside. He'll roll around. Snyder going to give it up smooth down the back straightaway. Ikey with a whole straightaway advantage, and we have got trouble in front of a couple of cars battling. Jeff Ray slows on the outside, gets right in between the 127 and the 21. He's got trouble. Probably should have pulled that car to the inside. Our top 2 cars right here. Your race leader going to bring it over the stripe. Wish I could tell you how many laps were in the books and how many were left, but I don't know. Live timing and scoring a miss? We're not sure. Ikey, Larson, Doom, Jansen, Maitland. Still your top 5 cars. Larson trying every trick in the book to try to make up a little bit of real estate. A whole straightaway separates him and the 77 of Jeff Ikey. Ikey, your National Dirt Late Model Hall of Famer, out front, picking him up, putting him down. Your race leader in car number 77. Battle on the Speedway for that number 3 position. Jansen trying to run up to the back bumper of the 21T of Ryan Doom. Doom trying to hold him off. The Tangled Body and Frame sponsored car number 21T hanging on to the 3rd position. Jansen in 4th, lap traffic in front of him. 5th spot still before Ryan Maitland, Oranger 6th. 7th at the 29 of Spencer Dirks. 8th spot is Corey Trips. 9th and 32 of Steiner, 10th and 21 of Vernon Chip. Jeff Ikey out front moving and grooving, but the battle still remains for the 3rd spot. Doom slides right up in front of the 127 and Jansen takes the nose off of that car. Tight on exit. Jansen going to slide up the inside. Doom with a good run down the back chute. Off into 3 and 4. Green flag high in the air. 2 laps to go. Now we're certain. Slide job for 3rd. Jansen over the 21T of Doom. Down into 1 and 2 they'll go. Jansen snakes the spot. Off of turn number 4, white laundry for your race leader. Jeff Ikey down through 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4, checkers for the late model Hall of Famer.